been 7 days since I've had my cornrow bun in, and this is how it's looking. You can definitely tell that the front is a little bit fuzzy, as well as my hair is starting to look frizzy in and around the braids. That's partly due to my own laziness, which I know. This is what the back is looking like. I'm gonna take these braids down and, you know, like wash and restyle my hair up to here, leaving enough space for me to like manually undo the braid. That way I don't accidentally cut off the ends of my hair. This is how much shedding that we have after that first comb through. I don't think that's too bad at all. I mean, my hair was in cornrows this whole week, so yeah, let's go wash our hair. Don't make it better. Just keep on falling. Change like the weather. Just can't keep waiting for you. See, I made a masterpiece, and it's so hard trying to. So to stretch my hair, I will be using this Amika Brooklyn Bombshell Blowout Spray and this Batana Oil from Tyche. This oil is new. It's new in the rotation, okay? So before going in with the blow dryer, what I will do is I will add a little bit of that oil onto like my section and really try to get it throughout my hair, because the bottle does say that this oil is supposed to help strengthen as well as protect my hair against heat, and it helps with frizz, it helps with the overall health of my hair, and that is why I got it. I got it at my local Marshalls actually. I had never heard of this brand, but I did do research before buying it, and based on what I saw, I thought it was a good decision to invest in it. This is one of the things that I did differently with blowing my hair out. So normally I will just put the leave-in on, detangle and section my hair, go in with that Brooklyn Bombshell blowout spray, and then immediately grab my blow dryer and stretch my hair. But this time I added an oil, and what I realized is that my hair was like softer and it retained the moisture a lot more. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, of course, like the oil worked as a sealant to kind of like lock that hydration and that moisture in, and also as like it also acted as a shield. That way when I went in with the heat on my hair, the blow dryer did not dry my hair out. Like the heat did not extract any moisture from my hair, because the oil helped to like lock that in. Now I'm not a professional, so I don't know if what I'm saying is fact, but that's the only explanation that I could think of as to why this blow dryer in particular was different. My hair felt super soft. It was really shiny. I had way less frizz. Like honestly, I genuinely feel like adding the oil after my leave-in was the best thing that I could do. So another thing that I did differently too was that I detangled my hair in the shower. So after applying the deep conditioner, I detangled my hair and kept it in for as long as like 10-15 minutes I think, before rinsing it out. And then when I rinsed it out, I immediately went in with my leave-in in the shower, and then I covered my hair with a shower cap and kept my hair covered for another like 10-15 minutes before sectioning it off for my blow dry. And I think that really helped my hair absorb the leave-in conditioner. So with me going in with the oil before the spray. I think that helped to lock that leave-in conditioner in even further, and it just made for a really good like blowout experience. My hair felt super smooth, it felt super soft, it was really shiny, and that was really a first for me. And so I think this is the blow dry routine that I will continue working with until, you know, something else comes up. But yeah, that's how I'm stretching my hair, guys. So you want to make sure your hair is clean and you're starting on hair that has been washed and conditioned. And then obviously you want to ensure that you're putting the moisture back into your hair. So your leave-in conditioner, I've started applying my leave-in conditioner in the shower because the instructions on the conditioner, the leave-in conditioner that I'm using, it does say to apply immediately after shampooing. And I think moving forward, I'm gonna cover my hair with a shower cap after applying my leave-in conditioner and letting it sit on my hair for like a couple minutes, 10-15 minutes before going in to section. I use those same sections to go in and blow dry, and I always start from the back. And as you can see, I'm applying the oil first, I'm distributing that throughout my hair, then I'm applying the blow dry spray, which again is a 10 out of 10 for me. And then I'm going in with the blow dryer while my hair is stretched in my hands, and after it's dried a bit, that's when I kind of go in with the brush to, you know, distribute the heat evenly to get my hair dry. The times where I did not use the oil with my blowout, my hair was extremely dry and it felt extremely rough, and I'm assuming that's because the heat from the blow dryer pulled all the moisture out of my hair. Because what happens when heat is placed on a liquid, it evaporates, right? And I think the oil, I genuinely think adding a lightweight oil to my routine is what helped to seal the moisture and the hydration from the water and the leave-in conditioner into my hair. And that oil was just like a layer, like an extra barrier to prevent the water in my hair from evaporating. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do more research to see if I'm correct on this, but this is my current blow dry routine with the few added steps, and that's how I'll be stretching or blow drying my hair like moving forward, unless something changes, you know, unless it's not beneficial anymore. And so I will just follow the same step throughout my entire hair, going section by section, applying my oil and then the blow dry spray, and you know, using tension to stretch first, and then going in with the brush. And then once I'm done, I go in with the blow dryer on my roots as well, and then I will blow dry on cool for a couple seconds, because I heard that helps with closing off your cuticles. And so that's what I did. And after that, what I will do is I will go in with the Cecred hair and scalp balm to grease my scalp, and I will go section by section with that as well. And then once I'm done with that, I will do 2 cornrows, because I realize it's easier for me to stretch my hair and then style the following day. So that is basically what I'm doing. That is basically how I stretch my hair. I was not expecting to silk press my hair this week. Honestly, I had plans of doing a different style that I was gonna post a tutorial for, but I was just like, my blow dry came out so good. Something about it was a little bit different than how it normally comes out, and I was like, I wonder how this would look if I straighten it, because my blow dry felt so good. And lo and behold, like, this is one of the best silk presses I've done on myself. I did not film it, my bad. I wasn't expecting to do a silk press today, but it came out so good. I do have to get my ends cut though, so it's still a little bit fuzzy and all that, but my hair is a lot more smoother, it's a lot more shinier than the last time I did a silk press, which was in December, and it just feels overall way better. And I think it's because I added an oil. So after I did my leave-in, I put an oil in before I did the blow dry spray, and I think that did something. That did something, because it's looking really good. very smooth. Also my hair is getting longer, so my silk presses are starting to look better. They're starting to, you know, frame the face how they need to frame it. But yeah, I'm wearing my hair in a silk press this week. I'm getting a haircut next week, so I will be filming that. I can't wait to get these like ends trimmed so I can, you know, have a nice flowy silk press. Recently stretching my hair out has been a major help. It's been a major benefit into me retaining length before going into my style. And I know someone asked me what is like my method for stretching my hair before styling, so I'm happy I filmed that at least. But yeah, the next time I decide to do a silk press at home, I will definitely be filming it for you guys, because I have come so far in this silk press journey. I've been learning how to silk press my hair over the past, I would say, 4 or 5 months or so. Yeah, this is what my silk press is looking like this week. This is what my hair is looking like this week. Let me turn so you can see. Yeah, this was my wash day and this is how the hair got styled. Sorry I didn't film. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in next week's video. I'm going to the salon. I'm getting my hair silk pressed and my ends trimmed. So that's what's on the docket for next week. So yeah, hope you guys have an amazing week. Bye.